Oh, wait, man, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Man, it's Friday. Man, Friday came around so quick. Oh, wait, man. I mean, Friday came around quick, quick, quick. I hope everybody's doing just fine on this Friday, making it do what it do. You know, y'all know. But anyway, we're going to do this prison life and after prison life stuff today. That's what we got planned for today. And, yeah, I just come on in and let's chill and settle down. 'Cause I like her. Hey, hey. Anyway, yeah, let's get started here. Let me see, where am I at? Okay, let's get started. Put my disclaimer up. Oh, let's go. Okay, let's go.
So someone asked, why wasn't I happy to be released from prison after doing 6 years? And ultimately, I was happy, but not as happy as I should have been. So when you're in prison, you basically just you don't really have no real responsibilities. You get up, you do whatever job they want you to do. After you're done with that, you do what the heck you want to do. And so once I got home, I had all these things I had to do. I had to be a mom to these three daughters, one in which I didn't know because I had her locked up. So now we 6 years into it. So her and I don't have a relationship. I had to work. I had to look for a place to stay. And I did find a place to stay within like 2 months. I had a job, I had a car, I had my kids back. And so now it's like I'm waking up and I have all these responsibilities all at once. Like I didn't have time to adjust back into society. So it's like I'm not getting no type of break. And then plus I don't have that strong support system. So it's like I have to do what I have to do, work doubles, triples, whatever it is to keep a roof over me and my kids' head. And so it was just, for me, it was just too much at one time. So once I got myself together and, we doing good. So I thought, like, people started calling child protective service on me, trying to get my kids taken away. And I just didn't, for the life of me, just couldn't understand why. And it was just a lot of mental stress on me. So I used to just like go in the closet at home and just boohoo cry, ask God, like, why am I going through this? Like, why am I so miserable? I should be happy. I should be enjoying this moment with my kids. I should be, living the life that I thought I was going to be living, while I was in prison, but it did not work like that. So for me, it was just mental. Like I just needed time to adjust and I didn't have that time. So I just couldn't take it. And I felt like being back in prison was, at the time, being back in prison was just a better option for me.
Man, this sounds she didn't have no good start. Let's hear the rest of this
I
right here.
absolutely love how y'all just took one little clip and just ran with it. And it's actually kind of funny because that's just how society works. They see a little bit of something and just go berserk and go crazy instead of looking at the whole picture. I clearly stated this is how I felt then. A lot has transpired in my life since I came home from prison, clearly. And I love the fact that y'all want to call me lazy, bums. I don't want to accept responsibility. I had these kids and don't want to take care of them. Like, do y'all don't know me. Y'all just know what I share. And if y'all see more than just one video, then y'all would know that I'm really the GOAT at the end of the day. Because yes, I may have went to prison for 6 years, but at the end of the day, after that, I actually went back to college and got a degree. After my degree, I actually got a job, well, actually a career, and I'm doing really good for myself. Me and my 9 kids travel the world. We do what we want to do when we want to do it. We're not struggling. We're not on no government assistance. We're not sitting around. I get up, I go to work every day. I go hard for my kids. We do everything that the average household with one or two kids would do, if not more. So before y'all try to sit around and judge somebody, like look at the total picture and stop looking at clips. And before y'all try to knock somebody else's situation down, look at y'allself. Like focus on y'all. If you ain't got nothing good to say, then don't say nothing good at all. Because it's people like y'all is the reason why I go so hard. Because y'all be looking for something negative to say, and at the end of the day, y'all can't really talk about nobody.
Is it fair to say we shouldn't judge people when they get out of jail because they may do change their lifestyle? Hey, Tori, they can change their lifestyle. Hey, Pep, right, y'all? Everybody can change their ways when they get out of jail, right? Let's see. That's what it be doing to you, Tori. Dang. Mm.
All right, so this is kind of like a tough subject for me, but I'll go ahead and answer. Um, so as many of you know, I had my daughter locked up, and literally like the worst situation ever. You handcuffed with one arm, shackled with one foot, and you pushing the baby out. And they literally gave me like 1 day with her, and then my mom had to come get her. Thankfully, so because she would have to go into the system. Because her dad, and under their eyes, didn't qualify. She had her father is amazing. She had my mom, her mom, and her dad raising her while I was away. Um, and I remember coming home from prison and so excited to get to her. And my mom was like, she's at her aunt's house. So I go over her aunt's house, I knock on the door, and they was like, Jay, your sister here. And I'm like, her sister? I'm like, I'm not her sister, I'm her mom. And I was like, her mom? We thought such and such was her mom and this. And I'm like, no, I'm her mom, not her sister. And I can remember my mom feeling some type of way because I told the people that the truth, basically, like I'm her mom. And so after that, our relationship was okay. Just being honest, it was okay. It was a lot different than my other kids, quite naturally, because she didn't know me. It wasn't until years later when I started going to therapy myself, and I realized like I've been doing this wrong. Like all these years, I haven't been asking my kids the proper questions. I haven't been communicating with my kids like I should have, but I was just doing what I knew to do and what I was taught to do, which was like too much of nothing. Um, and so I started having conversations with my daughter that I had in prison, and she was honest with me, and she basically said like she didn't have a bond with me, and she told me how she felt, which was really hurtful. But I was grateful that she was able to finally express herself to me and tell me how she truly felt. Long story short, her and I are both in therapy now, and we're working on our relationship even after all these years. Like it's still a process, and things have gotten a whole lot better. So I hope that answers your.
Pep, yeah, Pep, you're right, Pep. Everybody deserves a new start and get out. Everybody. But some people hold that against people sometimes. Oh, I don't know. Maybe something's wrong with something's wrong with that video. You can't hear? Y'all can't hear me? Maybe it's a video or something. I don't know. Okay. Maybe they part of the video in the video. I didn't. It played on my end. I don't know, Charlie. I don't know. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I would say yeah. Everybody deserves a second chance because I'm telling you. Oh, it was a video. Okay. Everybody deserves a second chance. Why not, mama? But let me ask y'all this right here. How do y'all feel when women have babies in prison? How do you feel about that? When women have babies in prison, what's your outlook at that? You know, so if they can have babies in prison, that means that when they pick them up and they pregnant, they can still take them to prison, right? When they pick them up from to go to jail, or when pregnant women go to jail, and then they go to prison pregnant, okay? I would think that's kind of different. Well, you would say, well, Pepper, how they get pregnant in prison? Well, I seen this one time this man and this woman wanted a baby. Shoot, they was sitting their stuff down the line through the water or something, or the wall or something like that. Yeah, and that lady got pregnant. That was a while back. She got pregnant. She had that baby. Baby was a big old beautiful baby. But then it's like, who had to take care of that baby? Her mama, his mama. They taking turns taking care of that baby. But I don't think the woman should have no baby in prison. I think that she should be released. But then they know that they don't make it no. They don't mean that because you have a baby in prison. You know, you don't get to be released because you did some things you should have been doing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Toy? You had options. Hmm. So you had some options. Yeah. I think when one go to prison and she pregnant, shame on her. But woman get pregnant in prison, it's like, how you gonna get pregnant in prison and want me to take care of your baby and you gonna be there for however long? And I think these people might have some years or some lifetime span gonna be in prison. So there'll be a baby that somebody got to take care of. Hmm. In your family. Who's willing to take care of your baby while you in jail? Not jail, while you in prison. Let me say it a little bit better. Who can be there while you in prison to take care of your baby? Who would you really depend on? Who'd you depend on to take care of your baby while you in prison? And then who can you depend on taking care of that baby while you in prison for life? And people should think that it should put a mental break on somebody else. They having a baby and stuff like that should make no sense. I don't like that. You right, Tori. Hello, hello. How you doing? Come on in. Don't piss. Oh, don't play. Okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah, yeah. Let's check this video out. What this man has to say about himself.
So you get out of prison, and you starting from
So let me just ask somebody. Let me ask a question. If you've been in jail, do everybody leave you? Do everybody you was kicking it with, hanging out with, um, tricking with, partying with? Do they leave you, Tori, when you go to jail or prison? When you go to prison, well, jail may be different than prison because jail you ain't gonna be there that long. But when you go to prison, Tori, let me ask you, when you go to prison, do all the friends that you knew and that you hung around before you went to prison? Did they all leave you, but not being your friend, or was it just they just slid out to the side, and then you got back home? They tried to be they was your friend all over again. It's not like that. Okay, okay. I was just wondering. Okay, okay. I was just wondering. Let me drop it. Hold on. I was wondering, was it like that? Because he said, when nobody there. And I'm like, well, they all left you in the midst of being your friend? Or did they all leave at space of time, like a year here somebody left, or some months here somebody left, or soon you was in jail, somebody burnt off? It was like that, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking, because I want to know, you know. Hey, you just never know. Let's check this out. We're waiting on Tori,
Security
y'all.
video shows recreation time for inmates. But watch this guy, looking up, following something. He wanders around for 20 seconds. Then he grabs for something falling from the sky. Soon as it hits the ground, he covers it. Investigators say a drone dropped a phone and marijuana. Dropped that into the Cuyahoga County Jail Euclid complex. Happened in June. Not discovered until days later. A report also shows suspected drugs, phones, and other items previously found on the roof. This video just released to the I-Team. Sheriff's deputies just finished the investigation into the drone delivery, sent the case to Cuyahoga County prosecutors. Barbed wire at the top of walls and fences, that certainly won't stop someone from flying over and dropping something inside a complex. In fact, the I-Team has found lockups nationwide making headlines for incidents with drones. And that now has jailers talking about what they need to do.
Ain't that something? Hey, Tori.
Hey, Miss Purple, how you doing?
All right, you doing okay today, baby?
Oh, yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Now, Tori, now tell me, so when you go to when you go to jail, okay, people may not leave, but when you go to prison and all your friends that you hung around with at that time before you went to jail, they all leave you. How do they work?
Well, it may seem like that to
Mm-hmm.
like the person on the inside looking out or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. It may seem like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to know who is down with you. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you go up in there. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like, but it was times or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the old schools. You know what I'm saying? They had to keep, you know what I'm saying, keep my mind right or whatever. Be like, I'll be like, dang, I can't get in touch with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like when you trying to get in touch with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
when you call somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you know, cause when you go up in there, you really alone.
I know.
No, I'm serious. You're really alone when you up in there. You are by yourself. You are by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like I did have a release date. I knew my what I didn't know my release date or whatever, but I knew I was getting out or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So, 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 is it true that I've heard this also? Is it true that when you're in jail now, and when you're in jail and when you're in prison, people in prison don't like for people to come and see them because it does something to them? Is that true?
Yeah, because I was just because I was locked up for only 161 days or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't want my mama or I ain't want nobody to come to see me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
ain't want my baby to come to see me. I ain't want nobody to come to see me because I ain't want them to see me like that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's a mental thing. It's psychological. Like when you up in there or whatever. Because you know what I'm saying. Like they thinking about you and you know what I'm saying. You thinking about them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. Like you don't want them to be hurt, but at the same time you hurt and all this stuff. And then like I said, when you were locked up in there, you know what I'm saying. You're by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Like
so, so. how fast do it take them before everybody start falling off? They was writing you and sending you money and stuff. How fast do they fall off?
Uh, I mean, did nothing fall off for me or whatever because I only kept a small circle. I only kept three people in my circle,
Right. Okay.
and
But
that
because
was
some people fall off, come to see you from visiting you. People start falling off.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
I
that's
mean,
what I
I
mean
mean,
when
it
I
was,
when I typed in your comments you know what I'm saying just a second ago. That's
yeah.
what I was meaning when I was just like it's not like that because you have to understand. When you up in there, you have to understand that them people is you know, so like the people on the outside or whatever,
Hmm.
they have to go on with their life, and you want them to go on with their life. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like you be rooting for that. You know what I'm saying? Like you want them to go on. You know what I'm saying? Like shoot, like it's been times where I don't talk to Jamal or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He out he at the restaurants. You know what I'm saying with his babies and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's been times where I couldn't get in touch with him.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dang, where my brother at? You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But I know he was, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff with his kids probably, you know what I'm saying? Or he got his own thing going. Then I couldn't get in touch with my mama. You know what I'm saying? My mom was going through that stuff, you know what I'm saying? My uncle was dying. My uncle died when I was in prison.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that that you gotta that you gotta take in like when you know what I'm saying when you up in that place that place is no joke and then it's filthy up in there Miss Perk
I
it's
know.
filthy.
I know. I'm fixing to search the conditions of the how the prison look. But Sarah said the fake friends will fall off. That's her option. Oh, my bad. That's her opinion. My bad, Sarah. That's her opinion. Her opinion is that fake friends will fall off. Yeah, they'll fall off. Yeah, but
I mean I just ain't gonna say that you know what I'm saying that they're gonna fall off over there because like I said
I think so.
you gotta understand that okay just like if you know what I'm saying. Okay, just like if I got locked up right now, whatever. You know what I'm saying. I know you got your own life. You know what I'm saying to take care of and all that stuff. And
Right.
I'm finna be rooting for you. Like don't put your you know what I'm saying. Don't put your life on hold. You know what I'm saying. Like I know you ain't forget you ain't you know what I'm saying you ain't gonna you know what I'm saying forget about me and
Yeah.
none of that stuff but you know what I'm saying like go on with your life because like when okay when
Yeah.
you get locked up you know what I'm saying now when you get locked up your life is put on hold like if you go get locked up you know what I'm saying at 20 and don't get out till you 40 when you get out you know what I'm saying your mindset still gonna be stuck at 20 years old when you're 20 years old when you got locked up.
All right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen people when they get out of jail, get out of prison, they act like they they all fresh and clean. They have a different attitude and yeah, I've seen all that before. Tori.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like. I mean, it'll be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like your mind will be. You know what I'm saying? Like fresh and clean and stuff. Because you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't been doing no drinking. You ain't been smoking no weed
Yeah.
or doing no other drugs, nothing like that. There. You know what I'm saying? Your mind gonna be free. And then you been feeding your brain. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been reading
Yeah.
and writing stuff and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. You know what I mean? But but
So
as far huh?
how you feel about the drones flying down and dropping in the gungeon and dropping in cell phones and stuff? They be doing it like that. They said they found a lot of phones on top of the roof from the drones. So, what do you think about the drones being dropped down and dropping down in the prison and um, dispensing the Uggs and the cell phones?
I mean, the only thing I could say is, you know what I'm saying, like they just trying to get them phones. You know what I'm saying? But really, you know what I'm saying, like really, crime don't stop. You know what I'm saying? When you locked up, it don't
I
stop.
know, but I know, but don't isn't it another charge when you get caught with that kind of merchandise?
Yeah, cause they try to say something what contraband or something like that. There,
Yeah.
yeah, they try to put another charge up on you like that. There,
Do it be a lot, or it depends what you have and get caught with?
I don't know about that, cause that's why I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really watching myself when I was up in there. Just like it, you know what I'm saying? Like if a dude messing with you up in there, and you know what I'm saying, and it's self defense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You got to handle your business. They'll still charge you to the
Okay.
fullest extent.
For
To the
defending
fullest.
yourself.
Yeah. They don't care. They finna charge
What?
both of y'all.
What?
That's what was told to me. I was just like, man, hold on, cause you know what I'm saying, cause I'm old school. You know what I'm saying, that's what they told me.
Mm. That's
Yo,
crappy.
cause I was just like, man, hold up. You know what I'm saying? But some of them dudes, you know what I'm saying, they know they finna go down there the TDC or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to the penitentiary. They don't care. They'll mess with you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then they do what I was finna get out. So I really had to watch myself when I was up in
Dang. So you gonna face some charge.
you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, look, like Miss Prey, when you up in that place, I'm telling you, you really by yourself. You are by yourself. You like you a lone wolf. Like I'm already
Yeah.
a lone wolf anyway, but I'm a lone wolf anyway, just because you know what I'm saying, just because I choose to be. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I was when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? I used to ride bikes alone. You know what I'm saying? I used to hoop by myself.
Yeah, use
All
a
this
long.
stuff. Like,
You can get
yeah,
long by
yeah, you
yourself.
know what I'm saying. Yeah, but I was cool though. You know what I'm saying? Like hanging with Jamal them. Like it used to be like hanging with Jamal them. Shoot, it used to be like 8, 9, 10 of us riding bikes together,
Yeah,
or
those
walk or
fun,
walking together,
fun
or
days.
walking together. Yeah, walking
Okay.
together, or hooping together, or something like that. There.
Yeah, let's check this video right here out. Let's check it
Spent
out.
27 years in
Oh,
prison, been out 8 years. A lot of people ask me, is you scared when you first got out after 27 years? Let me walk you through it.
My bad.
Spent
My finger
27
touched. My
years in
bad.
prison, been out 8 years. A
hold
lot
on.
of people ask me, is you scared when you first got out after 27 years? Let me walk you through it. First of all, I want to say, this was my sight for 27 years. All I saw was this: woods and gates and fences and fields. So when I was able to get out and see something more than just woods, forest, field, and gates, I was appreciative. My first year out of prison was at this hotel right here, y'all. You can't be afraid of small beginnings. The Bible tells you, don't despise small beginnings. First step of security for me, I had a roof over my head, because my best friend mom, she paid that hotel up for 1 year so that I didn't have to worry about where I'm gonna sleep, where I'm gonna lay my head. So that was the first accomplishment for me, to have a roof over my head. And it was right there at that extended stay, that hotel right there. Right away, I started looking for job opportunities. Right down the road from me was a Dollar Tree. I walked down there and I applied for a job. I looked for opportunities, not excuses. I didn't have a car, I didn't have a bike, I didn't have anything. I walked the nearest place of employment that I can find, and I applied. I put in applications, and that was my very first job. I worked that job for 2 weeks until I became the manager. Within 2 weeks, I became a manager. I was a cashier making $8.15. In 2 weeks, I became the manager by the grace of God at that store right there, right down the street from the hotel. So one of the things that really helped me was that I kept my mind occupied. Idle minds is the devil's workshop. I didn't get any time or any space to rent any room in my mind. I stayed working. Well, the first thing I did when I got paid was flip my money. I ain't talking about what you talking about. I invested. I didn't spend my money on shoes. I didn't spend my money on clothes. I invested in something that would help me make more money. I came to Walmart and I bought me a bike. This was actually the first bicycle that I bought. That one right there. I can't believe they're still selling these things. So I bought me a bike, which allowed me to go a little bit farther out, see what other opportunities I had available to me. Another thing I did was got rooted in a church as soon as possible. So when I bought my bicycle, I rode my bike and I found me a church. Now this church right now today is closed down, but this is the church that I first came to, and this is the church where I was ordained an evangelist. You gotta find a church so that you can stay rooted, because if you're not rooted, possibility of you falling and going back into that world, yeah, it's a big possibility you're not gonna make it. So you want to get rooted in a good church. Now when you look back over everything that I just showed you, you'll see that it was all small beginnings. Little white church, a hotel, Walmart, a little Dollar Tree. I mean, none of that was extravagant. But the thing is, I was grateful. I was grateful for every milestone. I was grateful for every opportunity. I was just grateful just to be free. Coming out of prison, no matter how much time you've done, come out being grateful for the small things. Because in life, it's those small things that matters. You have to show how grateful you are in the low place before you can actually graduate to higher places. Learn to be thankful in these places. And not only that, but learn to make the best of it. I was the best preacher at this church. I was the best cashier and manager at Dollar Tree. Listen, that hotel room I was in, I treated that like it was my house. I cleaned it every day. Room service didn't have to come in and do anything for me. I cleaned it. I cleaned the carpet. I put pictures on the wall. I made that little room my home. So I just want to encourage you guys, do not despise small beginnings, because small beginnings is where it all begins. Y'all be blessed now, you hear?
When she got out, she was determined. That woman was determined. She had determination on her mind to do something. When she said invest, I'm like, and she said, "Now what y'all think I'm gonna be investing in?" But then when she went back to Walmart with her to get that bicycle, she was right. She invested in her something good to make her expand her view on jobs, whether she could find another job at. So I think that she took her steps pretty seriously. I think that she did what she was supposed to. Okay, Tori. I think she did. Okay. I think she did her job. I think what she might have done by her being in prison for 27 years, she had her mind made of what she was gonna do. And her mind made up the steps that she gonna take when she get out. And she kept it. She kept it when she got out of jail 27 years in prison, and you get out and you start going strong like that, didn't let nothing break you. Not one time she said, my friends. Not one time she said, me and my friends. Not one time she said, we did this and my homegirls. Not one time did she say that. She did all that by herself. Everything was done by herself. She was determined. That woman was determined not to let nothing break her at all.
5 things women need to know about their man coming out of prison. Loving a man who's coming home from prison is not what the movies make it out to be. You might picture a fresh start, making up for lost time, and finally having the relationship you waited for. But reentry is complicated for him and for you. And if you don't know what to expect, frustration and heartbreak will hit fast. Here's what you need to know. Number 1, he's been changed by prison. The man you love is coming home, but he's not the same person who left. Prison rewires a person's mind. They've been in survival mode for years, learning to suppress emotions, avoid vulnerability, and follow strict routines. They may struggle to show love, open up, or adjust to a normal relationship. Number 2, he may struggle with his role as a man. Inside, every move was controlled. Now he's expected to make decisions, provide, and lead. but he may not know how. Many men battle self-doubt, frustration, and even depression when they can't immediately step into the role they want to play. Number 3, emotional detachment is a defense mechanism. Prison teaches to shut down emotions. Out here, that doesn't just go away. If they seem distant, cold, or uninterested, it's not necessarily about you. It's about unlearning years of conditioning. Number 4, intimacy might feel different. They've been deprived of real affection for a long time. They may crave physical connection, but struggle with emotional intimacy. Patience and communications are key to rebuilding that bond. Number 5, love alone won't fix it. You can love them, support them, and believe in them, but you can't heal them. They have to do the work. If they refuses to get help, communicate, or take steps to adjust, love won't be enough to make it work. The bottom line, reentry is a process, not a fairy tale. Support them, but protect your peace too. Love them, but don't lose yourself trying to save them.
Yeah, that last part, she got deep. She got deep on that last part. She went deep, deep. She went deep. She went deep. Everything she says, I believe, and because by me listening to her, and at the end, she got deep. Yeah. So you know, you can't. I guess once a man go to prison, you can't make him. You can't break him. It's like what? So is that why when some of the men come home from prison, they be all cocky? You know, and they say some of the craziest stuff, or uh, they get crazy when something ain't going their way, something like that. They get because they cocky. Then you ain't gonna break me. I ain't gonna let you break me. You know what I'm saying? Because they been got that mindset in prison that you can't. The mindset in prison that you ain't gonna be able to do nothing for them. You ain't gonna be able to hurt them. Okay, that's what I think. Man, I don't know. I don't know if getting a man from prison to get out of prison is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. Let's see what brother gonna tell us.
My name is Barnell Jalou. I was 17, no, I was 18 when this crime happened. I was 30 days into my 18th birthday, and I have 2 other fall partners, which was 17, and I was 18. I was the driver of a car that they said was used in a drive-by shooting, and I was never identified as a perpetrator or nothing. But they said due to the time, and there's a possibility I could have been in the car at the time of the murder. Yeah, I was raised by my grandmother, a woman named Gladys Richardson. And my grandmother's a white woman, and she owned a store across the street from the Iberville Housing Project. And my grandmother is sort of like a powerful, powerful, powerful woman. And she helped the youth. And she used to loan money out to people for $20 on the dollar, like a loan sharper. And when people get hungry, they come to a grocery store, and she have tabs on them. When they get their welfare check, they'll pay her back. You can get something to eat today until you get your check. And she was a real, real, real good person, but she was hated by a lot of people because my grandfather, he was equivalent to John Gotti in my neighborhood. He like a heavy crime dude. I never really saw him do crime, but he had a reputation for being a badass. And this was his wife. And my grandmother, she was so special, but she taught me everything about life. Circumstance that my grandmother raised me is like I was, I couldn't speak. I was like, sort of like, what you call it, special, and nobody can really put a tab on me or nothing. Nobody can make it out. But my grandmother, I ain't learned how to speak till I was like 14. I ain't learned how to read till I was like 31, you know. But, she had a way of teaching me. My grandmother told me, she might don't get to see me make it out of prison, but to be selfish in life because the world changed and people selfish. Yeah, she know she was gonna die. I know. I told the guy that was sitting next to me, we going on Gilligan's Island. They didn't kidnap us. And I knew I was gonna die here. I knew ain't nobody really gonna believe me. My grandmother, she knew what was up. She knew, but I knew I wasn't gonna get out of here on no appeal thing. I knew that was a bunch of bullshit. I knew that was a bunch of bullshit when that lawyer told me that. But I, I tried to, my first couple of years, I tried to hold on to the appeal thing and do the thing the right way. So the Fourth Circuit had gave me acquitted. They acquitted me. I can't be retried. When I was first got here in 1999, State versus June. And well, I said, well, I'm about to go home now. And Louisiana Supreme Court come back and reinstated the conviction, saying there's a possibility I could have been in the car at the time of murder. And, you know, I thought I had a little hope by that, so I ran around here doing what I could do. I have people like Calvin Duncan there help me, but I can't really sit there and read myself. So he can't help me like he want to help me because I never told him. You know, I never told him. I never really told nobody. But I play like I know. It don't matter to nobody else. Ain't nobody in my family. Don't nobody send me nothing. Don't nobody check on me. If I check on my kids, life just went on for everybody else. I ain't really got nobody after my grandmother passed. I don't want to be the guy with all the favors. I don't want to be the guy in this office with the air conditioning, and I don't want you to make me comfortable here. I wanna be the guy. I want you to make me feel that I need to get out of here. I need, I need to get out of here at all times. So I want to make my bed as tough as possible.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Tori. They because they survive in prison, and they bring that lifestyle. Well, I can't say that. I take that back. I was gonna say because they can't bring that they bring that lifestyle out of prison with them. That try to stick up for themselves, survive for themselves, still in prison life. But at some point in time, do they break their prison life mentality? Can it be broken? Do it get broken? You know? And then my biggest fear, is this right here: losing somebody while I'm down there. That'll be my biggest fear. Or losing my son, my sisters, my brothers, my nieces, my nephews. That would be my biggest fear. That would be my biggest fear. It really would. That would be it. Because I don't want to lose them while I'm there. And sometimes people passes away when you're in prison. You know what I'm saying? And then you got those who just stop writing. They may say he didn't have nobody. He didn't nobody see him no food, no nothing. But I'm thinking like, if your grandmother was the one everybody was dealing with when it came down to her helping for loans, I would think that you know they would give him a little leeway because you think that she had some kind of pull in the community. But she must have had that much kind of pull in the community. Just the pull she had was the money that she had to take care of other people. That's it. Thank you, Sarah. It can, so it can be broken once they walk out them gates. Okay, okay. I didn't know. Okay, thank you, Tori. So appreciate you. Okay, okay. So appreciate you. Now I know that much. Now, these little fellas right here, is they saying something or are they saying something?
What's going on, y'all, man? I'm just reaching out, bro, on the behalf of my brother, man. His heart broke. I feel some type of way. I really want to smoke, so I'm gonna approach the situation, man. So he done called this woman phone, man. She talking about she don't talk to nobody in jail. Nobody. Zero. Nada. He called her. She answered the phone.
Thank you for using GTL, man. Shit sad.
Now, y'all know what that means. That means she talking to another man in jail. Stop lying. What is you lying for?
Are they serious now? Y'all know. Even I know. Ain't nobody gonna be honest to you like that when they go to jail. Nobody. Who now come on y'all. Be real. Who gonna be honest like that? You going to prison all this time. All this time you gonna go to prison. And I got to be sitting around waiting on you? I don't think so. Yeah, Tara, yeah. That's what that was. It sure was. It really was. This is the first part 8 thugs.
I once knew a man that been gone 32 years when I was incarcerated. At the time, I had been gone 4 years. Now, this man was getting ready to go home. He had been gone since he was 14 years old. I thought, in our eyes, we was all thinking he was excited because all he talked about is when he got home, how things was going to be different and how he was just trying to figure out how he was going to adapt back to society, but that's the most part he was excited about. What we didn't know is that this man was terrified of going home, that he had grew up in prison and that he knew nothing else other than being incarcerated. Around this time, we was ended up going on lockdown. While we on lockdown, this man commits a stabbing purposely in front of guards so that he can get caught, so that he would not make his parole, and he would receive an additional sentence on top of the one he already had. Now, a lot of cats don't know how to handle themselves when they get out of prison, and some of them don't want to come home. They rather stay down there, especially when they've been gone so long. Some people, they want to come home and they want to give themselves a chance, but in his situation, he had grew up in prison. That's all he ever knew. Ladies, sometimes, man, we think we know a person and we don't. And he had a couple of women writing him, so imagine how they feel to know that that man was never coming home.
And see there, I ain't gonna hang with nobody. They ain't never come to the house. That's wasting my doggone time. What the heck? No. Ain't no way. She gonna do what she do until I get home. Well, yeah, Tar, you I mean but some men get mad though. I've seen men go off the chain sometimes. That's what I see. That's your fake redemption. Redemption, Shawshank Redemption. That's what it is. That's what it is. Man, say he ain't man. Look here. I don't know. That's why I said people fall off. People start doing stuff. So if I went to prison, I would just. I think I just let everybody go. I think I let everybody go. I think there'd be too much problems, too much to think about, too much put on your mind when you try to do something that's totally different. You know what I'm saying? No, I'll
The
wait.
three largest prisons in the USA. The size of the last one is insane.
Oop, my bad.
The three largest prisons in the USA. The size of the last one is insane. Number 3, Harris County Jail, located in Houston, Texas. The Harris County Jail is the third largest county jail in the United States, with a capacity exceeding 10,000 inmates. Its size and population make it a critical component of the local criminal justice system, accommodating a diverse array of inmates from various backgrounds and legal statuses. No one should ever drop the soap here. Number 2, Rikers Island. Situated in New York City, Rikers Island is one of the largest correctional facilities in the world, with a capacity of over 7,000 inmates. Its location on an isolated island in the East River adds logistical challenges for both staff and visitors, contributing to its reputation for being a tough and isolated environment. Before revealing the number 1, remember to subscribe and like the video. Number 1, Los Angeles County. Known as the largest jail system in the United States, Los Angeles County Jail can house approximately 23,000 inmates at any given time. Its massive size and population make it a complex institution to manage, with a diverse range of security levels and inmate demographics. Despite efforts to reduce overcrowding, it remains a critical component of the criminal justice system in Southern California.
Dang, they got Houston, Texas up in that mud. Ooh, man. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people, y'all. That's a lot of people. But my thing is, but they got Cali as the most largest one. Now I could believe Cali, and I could believe Texas. I guess. I can believe them and what is it? I thought they said one time. I heard one time that Staten Island was real big. In Staten Island, something like that. What it's called? Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. And it's sad. The sad and more sad thing about it about that is right today they are still building prisons. Right today, they are still doing it. Right today, they building more prisons in Texas than they are anywhere. Anywhere. But check this out. Can you just imagine living like this right here, y'all, and you in prison up under the state law?
Yeah, man, we got these boys downtown down there, motherfucker, man. These boys at Garnett Station. But ain't nobody fucking with Shawty. 2025, we got niggas sleeping in the mat out this bitch. Hey, you alive in that mat, bro? Hey, bro. Are you alright in there? Yeah. Alright. Yeah. These boys fucked up. Yeah, they making state, nigga. That's how they living, that's how they sleeping out here. So my mama, we got these niggas sleeping in each other. Shit crazy. Shit fucked up, nigga.
Them fools sleeping in the shower too, ain't that fool sleeping inside a mat? He cleaned the mat out and put his body inside that mat. What the heck? Woo-wee. Ain't that something, y'all? I'm just stunned about how they living conditions look. They got trash and stuff everywhere. That man kicking trash just to hit him. But I was thought he was lying at first about somebody that mad. But that man wasn't lying about nobody being that doggone mad. That man was telling the truth. Dang. So that's how they living. Nah, man. I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all know it ain't for y'all. I sure know it ain't for me. It ain't for Perk. I don't get down like I ain't gonna be able to do it. No. I used to say that, yeah, I go. Somebody, do something to me, and I had to retaliate. But when after saying that, I don't know. I don't think I don't want to go down through there nowhere. Not for you, Sarah. I know, right? Because the show ain't for me, sister. How they sleeping? We ain't seen nothing yet, y'all. Just hold on. God.
When I was in prison, I was on go. I had to be. It was, I'm gonna tell you a story, right? My first day coming down the walkway shit. At this time, I had a little mini fro and shit. So I'm walking down the shit. This dude, oh, I like that one. He fine as hell. Whole time, nigga like a bitch. He looked like, I'm talking about, bro. The nigga looked like a female, but I know it's a dude. Right? So, me being me, not knowing prison rules, you can't call a person a bitch or a pussy in prison.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, bitch ass nigga got me fucked up. Nigga, I ain't no one of them. Nigga, I ain't no ass nigga. Fuck you. Why'd I do that? So, my cousin was in prison, same prison. I'm glad he was there. I'm glad this nigga, because ain't no sticks in prison. So my cousin was there. He comes, and we in the child hall and shit, because all the new people, you know what I'm saying, you go to your cell, then you go to child hall, everybody can see him. So ain't no getting around. So boom, I'm sitting at the table, he come, I'm like, damn, I ain't seen a long time. You know, if you don't see a motherfucker for a long time, they in jail. So that's just what the dude who I called a bitch came up to me. He's like, hey, what's all that bitch shit you was saying? I said, nigga, fuck you. So my cousin, I don't know how much rank this nigga got. He been in there for 2.5 years, but he came in knocking shit, clearly. Man, this nigga jumped up, he had a coat on, and it's hot. I'm like, oh, this nigga had a coat. This nigga pulled out a bad motherfucker. Like a sword, like in the middle in front of the black suits or whatever.
This the gay dude.
To the gay dude. He walked away, he said, I got y'all. So my cousin knew that the gay dude was a porter, so he get out his room early. He get out 3 o'clock in the morning.
What's a porter?
Porter is the people that like clean up, do the trash and shit. You know what I'm saying? They get like probably extra trays and shit. Probably. So we sit back down. He was like, I'm like, man, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? You know, we talk shit on the court all the time. Like, oh, man, shut your bitch ass up. Ooh. He's like, yeah, bro, it ain't one of those. He said, don't go to sleep. So I'm looking like, what you mean don't go to sleep? He's like, drink that, you ain't gonna go to sleep. He said, he coming, bro. He said, he coming. He said, make your bed up like you in it. He said, that blue jacket that they gave you, put pillows in it. That red hat that they gave you, put pillows in it. And make it look like you sleeping. He's like, he coming. He gonna try to stab you. He's like, but how your cell, I'm talking about this nigga knew the cell, bro. He knew how the cells were set up and everything. He's like, how your cell set up, when it get dark, it's gonna get dark at a certain spot. Just stay in the corner. As soon as they pop, because they pop everybody's door at 4, it don't matter if you up or not. As soon as he slide in there, you better fight for your life. So, drank the coffee, made the bed up like I was in it, had it like curled to the top like I was like on my side. And I see this nigga. Like I'm in the corner, but I can see Buddy's face. He had his coat up with the collar part over, so you really can't see like his face for real on the camera. The camera's shitty. I don't really give a fuck. So when he slid in, he slid sideways. I brought him in. He slid sideways and had the knife on. But when he slid and I brought him in, this nigga like 120. And I threw him to where all the commissary was in the drawers. He dropped the knife. I thought I killed him because I ain't get off of him. Black suits came, got me and shit. And like when I had got out, because he was a blood, so he wasn't even, like, he was offset though. Like he ain't on no more because, you know what I'm saying, the gay shit. So they weren't on that. So after that shit happened, And I got out the hole. Everybody's like, I had $100 sack, $100 sack, $100. Because nobody can do nothing to him. Because he's still, you know what I'm saying, it's politics. He's still like, you know what I'm saying, it couldn't be blood on blood.
Mm-hmm.
He can fight. So niggas really want nobody can do nothing with him. But probably seen me as like, I'm gonna fight him, I'm stab that nigga. I wasn't going. And ever since then, I was just on my toes on everything. That's why I think kind of like I'm up right now. Like now, like even being out, I'm up at 4 o'clock every morning, bro. It's bad too though. Like I know it ain't healthy, but it's like I can't sleep in the bed. When doors and shit open and shit, I be like, you know what I'm saying? Or you know when you sleep and you feel like somebody over you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but I ain't let that shit institutionalize me though. You know what I'm saying? I shook it because a lot of people come in there and you be thinking like, hey man, he da 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 da, like he was never like, bro. If you go to jail and you come out gay, you was gay before you went in. Simple. It ain't nothing to it, bro. Niggas is not really out there just trying to snatch it from you, bro. You're a kid.
And he said a mouthful. He said a mouthful. Y'all please excuse some of the language that he was saying. I know I'm gonna say all that because I hadn't watched the video myself. I just like watching the videos with y'all when I show you all the videos and we review the videos or whatever, get a commentary to it. It'd be like some of the videos that I show I haven't seen just yet. 4 a.m. breakfast. Okay, Tori. Dang. But do people just slide in your cell like that for real? And I seen the movie. We done seen the movie with y'all now, where people could slide in their cell and a whole bunch of them jump a person, whatever. That one person jumped that person. But is it a true fact that when somebody want to get at you, they slide in your cell like that and harm you like that? They call it shank. What do they call it? Is that true? Or is it just something that they show on TV? Or that's something that's really true? They can. I ain't to her. But I mean, I thought, well, I guess not. I thought they had a prison. I thought they had enough prison guards to end not have that much violence in one place like that. But I guess they don't. I mean, I know they don't. I know people sneak up on you. And people put make a wall up together where you can't be seen or distract the guard for something we don't know. They don't see what's going on. I know that. I know that much. But dang, no. They can really get you, huh, Tori? Dang, y'all. So you got confirmation from Tori. Y'all can't handle that prison life. As they say, don't do the crime. You want to do the time. That's what they say, right? Ain't got to worry about me. No, buddy. Not at all. Let's see. Did I show this one right here? Let's see.
Y'all, I don't know who this is. If y'all know who it is, please tag them in the video or let me know in the comments. Please, please, please. This is a disclaimer before I get in the video. This is my opinion. If you don't like it, you know what to do. Keep on scrolling. Listen, the way this statement is so impactful to society right now, if people don't hear this, that's because they don't want to hear it. Because he gave so much game in just this statement alone. He said 5 minutes cost me 10 or more years of my life because I made a permanent decision off of a temporary emotion. Y'all hear that? 1 minute thought of being disrespected. 3 minutes of being in the club. A 1 minute pew pew. Right, y'all? So 5 minutes cost this man 10 more years away from his family members and his own life. Birthdays, holidays, heartaches, ups and downs, because it's real hard for people to remember you when you behind that fence or behind that wall for 10 plus years. The people that you thought was gonna beat up, they don't beat up, baby. They fall off faster than the people that you not even expecting to beat up. And them pure facts. And I know this for being 10 plus years myself. But listen, when I tell y'all, if y'all think it's cool to tote pew pews or to be in a gang or to just be mad because you feel like you disrespected, you can't control nobody else. The only person you can control in this world is yourself. And once a lot of people realize this, it wouldn't be so many unalivings and stuff like that, because I can't control who you are, but I can control who I am. I wonder how many people sit in jail and be like, how long it took you? How long it took you to lose your life? How long it took you to lose your freedom? You know what I'm saying? Listen, it took me 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the phone. And guess what they did? You in a conspiracy. Y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. But yeah, this right here, this was it. I like it. I like all.
So like to me, he put some knowledge out there. When he did that, that was sound to me. He put some knowledge out there for some young man to catch. You know, a lot of young men need to know and need to hear what's going on with this kind of lifestyle. You know what I mean? Not because just to hear it, but to stand by what you hear. And listen to what somebody else say who's really been in that lifestyle. Yeah, Pap, enough said. You sure right, sister. Y'all know what I'm saying? Shoot. Oh, oh, good said she been there. So she ain't just talking. She's saying what she know. She ain't just talking. She's saying what she know. Yeah. They making stuff in prison, y'all. That I ain't never seen it. Now, I did see this video right here. Check it out.
All right, my people. So, yep, at the drink making again. It is 7/34, 2025, January 29th. We got another batch going on already. Already got these 3 made. Still got these over here aging. Quite hard for you to see. Got all this stuff. Still got all that aging. Then we got this one. That's just about done right now. I'm gonna make a video showing you how it looked and before. So boom, we cut the fan on. Everything you see that's falling, that's all alcohol. Everything you see that's falling. All we want is the liquid. And the stuff where we get it from, that's in there at the bottom. That's called pruno. So that's the fruit and everything. And okay, let me turn this like this real quick for you so you guys can see. This is the liquid. This is the drink. Yep. So that's the drink. And then I'm about to pause it right here. And I'm gonna open this up, take this bag off, put a new bag, and then I'm gonna show you how it looks. All right, so I pulled the bag off now. There we go. That's all alcohol right there. I got bags, so I'm gonna put a new bag. This right here, I thought it was done, right? I really did. Just how it looked. But it really is not done. This the stinker that we use right here. It has to be hot. I'm gonna show you guys how hot. I'm gonna plug it back up just to show you guys real quick just how hot it can. Cut the fan off. You see? Instantly, right when I plug it back up. Instantly. So all this steam coming up, that's alcohol. And I thought it was done. But it looked like it probably got at least about another cup, maybe a half a cup left. So I'm going to bag that up, get the rest of it, and then boom, I'm going to go from there.
Now, I had to watch that video because it said drinks. I'm like, drinks? In prison? What kind of drinks they talking about? So I did have to watch that video. But, yeah, that stuff looks so gross. He thought it was ready. He thought what was ready? What the heck is that? What the shiz nizzle? No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Y'all, they got Uber Eats in prison. Let's check it out. Let's see what they got.
When you get Uber Eats at the prison.
Sound. Fuck y'all talking about, nigga. I ain't doing no flexing, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, nigga. I got whole box in this motherfucker, nigga. Man, bust some little seeds and shit. I don't know what's going on. You did. Yeah, I ain't ready to eat yet, though. You feel me? I'm eating a little too wild. Ain't saying no count, nigga. You feel me? I done told y'all, nigga, no. Sound. Face saying, nigga. Yeah, fuck y'all talking about, nigga. Woo Tookie Wookie. Bitch, I got pizza. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Look at this shit, nigga. The real Subway motherfucker, nigga. Fuck wrong with y'all, nigga. Y'all bitch ass nigga, stop playing with me, nigga. Hold on, nigga. Let me show y'all this shit, though. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas. Ooh, shit. I know you just in Big Willie. Big Willie, did you just do that, though? Man, zoom in on this shit. Ooh, shit, nigga. Yes, sir. Ooh, shit. Happy Friday, bitch. Yes, sir. Subway. Yes, sir. Hold on. Motherfucking Wendy's, nigga. I ain't ate no Wendy's in back. Maybe 6, 7 years. Shit, probably longer than that. Y'all see I got that glizzy right there, though. Nigga might try to goddamn kill me back there goddamn Wendy's. Alright, slap shit out of nigga and then come in here and get some wide open right now.
What going on?
Put my mic a little closer to me though. Nigga might try to goddamn kill me back there Wendy's. Not going for that.
Hey, you got going on, Big Willie?
Just ain't good.
What that is right now? That Popeye motherfucker, ain't?
You wanna bite this biscuit, bro? Where my big cup at?
I ain't seen Big up in a minute,
Where
y'all.
my big cup at, man?
You need that motherfucker out. That chicken right there, y'all. I'm talking about y'all got fried
I'm gonna eat every
chicken,
last one of them.
mashed potato and biscuits over there.
Come here, girl. Yeah, dang. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry that. Y'all, they had the food up in there. Y'all heard me? They had the Uber Eats pull up. Dang, y'all. He was eating good too, but I didn't like his fingers and stuff. What in the world was going on sucking his fingers and stuff? What can I say? You got to survive somehow. Yeah, you got to survive somehow. You right. You right. Oh yeah, and they did the Wendy's. He was getting down, y'all. So, if Tori in here, Tori, did you see anything like that happening when you went to prison? Or if you ever went to prison? Or have you heard that from anybody that you may know who has been to prison? They tell you how they eat different kind of foods like that. They got a chance to order food out and Uber Eats pull up and bring their food to them. The first picture, that food has a pizza. He had Little Caesars. He had Little Caesars, y'all. I just want to know if anybody heard them say, yeah, they give you food like that down there in prison. I don't know. I ain't never heard nobody say. Thank you. You just needed one, right? Yeah. I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me if they true. Have y'all heard that before? I ain't never heard that before. Tori said, no, ma'am. I know, right, Tori? So what prison they in to get all that then? So do prisons have different foods or prison have different rules? Different prisons have different rules and different prisons that you may let you get Uber Eats that anybody may know of. I never heard it before. I don't know. I never heard it before. That's strange, though. I'm gonna have to ask around about that. Was it just a fairy tale video? I'm gonna ask somebody one time. Dang.
During my 27 years, my saddest moment in prison, I remember this girl. She was doing time. She was a beautiful girl, and a lot of the dominant females, the little tomboy females, they was after her. And this girl would not break. She was not about that life, man. She would tell everybody, I love my husband. I'm not about that lifestyle. I'm not in it. I do not indulge in that. That's not my thing. That's not my desire. She said, I'm happily married with 2 kids. Her husband was coming to see her like every weekend. I think he stayed in Orlando, but he was coming to see her every weekend. And this girl, I mean, she was focused. When I say focused, she wasn't about that foolishness. Even the male officers was trying to talk to this girl. She wasn't about that life, bro. She was not on any of that. About 7 months into her time, one day she was coming from the visitation park. She was looking sad. She wasn't talking to nobody about what it was she was going through. She wouldn't, everybody was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? She was like, nah, I'm okay. I'm okay. She said, I'm just worried about my children, just worried about my kids. Everybody was like, okay, we gonna respect her peace. We all in class and we chilling. And she's sitting there and she filling out some papers or something she was doing. The officer came and got her. When the officer came and got her, I don't know where they took her, but I know they took her up front. I seen like a sheriff or somebody come to the gate because you could see the gate. Sometimes when you getting served certain papers, they'll bring you to the gate. So the sheriff was talking to her at the gate and this and that and the other. Man, when the sheriff left, listen, that girl fell to her knees and she was crying, man. That girl had a cry I never heard before. She was like, no, what did I do? I don't deserve this. I was a good wife. I was a good mother. I don't deserve this. Man, this man had done served this girl divorce papers while she was in prison. Man, listen, that girl was laying on the ground. She was like, no. She was beating the ground. He trying to take my children, my kids. No, that's my life. I can't live without my kids. She was on the ground. All the officers was around her, man. And I'm going to tell you, son, that moment traumatized me. Like, that moment took relationship out of me. Like, I didn't even want to be involved. Man, woman, that was a hurting feeling, man, to see that girl on the ground crying and screaming, man, like it was the end of the world, man. I said, man, I don't never want to feel that pain. And that a part of that, on top of other things, caused me to just close my heart to love. Man, that was cold. To kick that girl while she down like that, you could at least waited till that woman was out of prison. She didn't have but another year to go. Bro, you could have waited on that one. But that was the saddest thing I ever seen in prison. There's other sad moments that I can tell you guys about, but I'm talking about that was so profound for me. It hit me like it was a hit to my chest. Like, even to this day, I think about how hurt that girl was, and I was like, man, I don't never want to experience that right there. Putting your heart, putting your life, you going to the altar and making vows to death do us part, and you don't even stick by the person when they at their lowest. Man, come on, man. Don't make vows like that you can't keep. Don't tamper over vows like that, because them vows, man, supposed to be sacred, and they supposed to be something that you guys hold to higher standards no matter what you going through in a marriage, man. Those are vows that you make. Y'all got a little saying that promises is made to be broken, but according to the word of God, every promise is yea and amen. God don't play about vows and promises, and we need to have that same standard when it comes to vows and promises. So, man, to all you married folks, man, that made that vow and you put a ring on it, to death do you part. Y'all be blessed now, you hear?
That's me. Do to death do you part. But anyway, that's another story. But my thing is, that's why I said if I ever went to prison, I would go alone. As besides my mother, besides my family members, my immediate family. But as far as going to prison and have a girlfriend or a husband or whatever it may be, a significant other, I think I let all that go. I let all that go. They could still continue if they want to, but I would let it go because of what she just said. That man waited till 1 year, time for her to get out. And she had kids by him too. And he said he wanted a divorce. 1 year. If he waited all those years, y'all, why could he not wait for that one extra year? I don't understand that. So I said, no, man. That's cold blood. Oh, on the vegetable store. I bet it was nasty. But then that's when you eat your commissary, right? When you want to eat the prison food they have, that's when you eat your commissary food, right? So if you want to get a good commissary meal, Tari, I'm just asking a question. If you want to get a good commissary meal, a good one, it's gonna fill you up, because you're gonna eat that food that they got in the commissary. I mean, down at the cafeteria down there. How much would it cost you to spend? How much? No. How much would it be to buy food for good eating? How much would it be?
So
What Tori say? Yeah, that was cold. That was cold. Sarah, how he did it. Show was. 25 a week. Dang. So that's roast beef, tuna fish, stuff like that. Y'all can't get enough like that because of the way the cans is, because it's metal, and you can cut somebody with it. Dang, 25 a week. So $5 a day. Dang. Nah, I let them have that there. They can have that. So this is a difference between a man coming home and a woman coming home.
Men come home from prison, they come home to women typically. Whether it's their grandmother, their mother, their girlfriend, whoever, right? When women come home, a lot of times we don't know where to go if we don't have that support system. When men are arrested, they ask, where's their lawyer? But when women are arrested, they ask where are their children. When we are arrested, when we're released from prison, we have so many other, as primary caregivers of dependent children, of elderly parents, of all the things. We have so many other things to worry about. And then after trying to not only look for your children, in New York, for example, or many states where you can only have no more than 3 unrelated adults living under one single family dwelling, which we know with the economy is nearly impossible, right? That people cannot live with a family member. They can't live with a friend. They can't live in even a transitional home. And so they end up going into shelters. In shelters, a lot of times with women, it is highly violent, very vulnerable. Women are getting raped, abused, things are being stolen. So when you think about, how difficult it is, and then women being the fabric of the family and of the contract within our communities, but then we don't have those opportunities. There are organizations, and the reason why I did the work that I did, because I knew when I came home, I could do anything that I wanted to do because of my support system and the resources and the opportunities that I had. But most of the women that I left behind did not. We even see it today. You're still the most vulnerable population. Women, period. We have the hardest time trying to get back on our feet.
I can believe that. I believe that. I believe it. I die on me believe it. I believe that women have a hard time. You know why I believe it? Because a woman had to try to depend on a man. You see what I'm saying? That's why I believe it. More than a man would depend on a woman. A woman, no, she vulnerable. She want her man. She want her prison man. She want her one. But how many times do you hear a man say, I want me a jail, I want me a prison girl. I want my girl come from prison. I want my girl come from prison. I want me a girl come from prison. Y'all heard men say that. I ain't never heard a man say that. No. But I've heard women say that. I've heard a couple of women say that. Yeah. And I know a few of them that have had men when they came out from prison. Yeah. I sure do. No. So no. I don't think I want. Because they all scoring. The men and women are all gonna be scoring from what they done went through. No matter what. Let's check this food out. Yeah, I know the last 5 seconds they had no volume to it. I noticed that. But this food made burritos, y'all. Was those burrito bowls he made with chili or something like that? Look like y'all. This man had it lit. Man, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way the man made burritos like that. Ain't no way he made burritos like that. And he made it on the bottom bunk. That bottom bunk, man. Do y'all see how he had? And then he had a good setup. Y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Can y'all believe that? Man, nah. Let's just check out how they make candy out, y'all.
That's how we come with y'all. You put it right there. Put it on that thing. Y'all see how it come.
Look, you got the apron on. Ice come with it. Look, ice come with it. They paid. Yeah, y'all see what it is. We all about to see. This the handy dandy work. God. Niggas not making shit like this in prison. I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't give a fuck what you say. Niggas not making shit like this in prison. God. Niggas not making shit like this in prison. I don't give a fuck. This is y'all bitch. And look, I'm gonna bust it open for y'all. I'm gonna bust it open. God. God, I'm gonna bust it open. I'm gonna bust it open for y'all. She go, look. God. Candy. Candy. Straight candy, man. What's another one down here too, man? You know what I'm talking about? They in this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm talking about? They in this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Come get your bitch. She on me, dog. Fresh off the press.
This food done made some make candy. How the heck they make candy in jail? How they make candy in jail? Yeah, these some talented goddamn me people. I guess these are the ones who don't have nobody send them no money while they in jail. I guess to make it the best way they can. Like Pep said, make it the best way you can. You know, you got to survive. But them brothers talented, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all think they talented, y'all? They become candy? Who making candy? I don't know nobody. He'll make one in a minute, Pep. A prison spread in a minute. Yeah, I heard they were cheap though. Tara said you make a prison spread within for $25 a week. That's what Tara said. Man, say,
Breakfast time.
2 apples, some what's that? Some fluffy big grits, patty. You can get jiggy with that. Eggs and milk. Then we do it like this. Put it all together and eat it. Don't say nothing. And y'all see this little kid lunch? This our lunch for the day. Don't come to jail, y'all. Y'all be my neighbor, and I'm getting y'all trained. Like I got them dreads. I wear my hair like I'm. They feeding this in the morning. 2 apples, some what's that? Some fluffy big grits, patty. You can get jiggy with that. Eggs and milk. Then we do it like this. Put it all together and eat it. Don't say nothing. And y'all see this little kid lunch? This our lunch for the day. Don't come to jail, y'all. Y'all be my neighbor, and I'm getting y'all.
man, you gotta tell me. I'm coming to jail, y'all. How they get food? They don't get food, so they're gonna need a commissary, y'all. They're gonna need a commissary, dang. That's crazy. I don't know what. Yeah, they ain't like us, y'all. They ain't like us. Nah, they ain't like us. We ain't gonna be. I ain't gonna be behind that. Yeah, they real smart, Sarah. They real smart. They say my son only been to state jail for 6 months. He's a picky eater. Oh, so that's why he had to make his own doggone spread. Pep say that's how he made his own spread. He said he make him at home quick in a minute. I know that's right, Pep. I know that's right. Dang. Well, y'all have to get off here, y'all. I like this little show here. It was fun. Man, I think I learned something, y'all. I learned something. I learned that stay at home. Don't be out there putting your hand on folks unless they put their hand on you to defend yourself. But other than that, keep it cool. Keep it cool. That's what I learned. Keep it cool. It ain't worth it. How they living in jail and sleeping inside the mats. I ain't never heard nobody sleep inside the prison mat. That man was sleeping inside a prison mat. He was taped up like a mummy mat. Now that man say we have seen some talented stuff. We have heard some saddest stuff. We have seen a mama get out and change her life when she got with her kids. She look like she happy. She's content with her babies. You know, we done heard some stories, y'all. And I believe each and every one of them. I do. I really do. But anyway, y'all, I sure appreciate everybody showing up, y'all, and everything. Today is Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Everybody. Because, hey, this Friday came around quick. Am I the only one think that? Friday came around quick. Pep said, can't do the time. Don't do the crime. Nah, I can't do the time, Pep. You right, sister. You can't do the time, don't do the crime. You get to worry about me. I'm staying out of trouble. I don't want none of that. Cause I know I'll cut everybody off. I wouldn't be friends with nobody. I wouldn't have a boyfriend. You know, the only person I'd be bothered with would be my family members. Other than that, I wouldn't write nobody at all. You know. And I know that I'd be in some kind of violation because I'm gonna need me one of them cell phones. And then if I get caught with the cell phone, I'm gonna get in trouble. You know what I mean? So no. Get back, Sabrina. I ain't finna do that. Not me. So no, I gotta stay out of trouble, y'all. But anyway, y'all know my motto. Hey, if you're a donator, y'all donate. And if you want like to donate food or something like that, beans and rice, you can donate that to 9301 Forest Lane, Dallas, Texas 75243. Make some donations for food. And all my rich holders, don't forget to donate the $5 or $10 so we can have enough money for our back to school thing this year. We're gonna do it back to school and we're gonna make it fun and make it, noticeable, and we're gonna do our thing like we normally do. You know what I'm saying? This what we're gonna do. But anyway, y'all know our motto, and Pep motto is keep your head on the swivel. That's Pep motto. And y'all, make sure y'all subscribe to CK Ladies of Generations. It's a ladies show. Subscribe to That Boy, the Hood Talk, That Boy DC. It's a man show, a man talk show. Subscribe to Just Me TT. Subscribe to Now My Watch Tribe. Like forgetting about Tari. I don't know Tari's page name. Cause I know they got two of them. I know they got two, so that's why I don't know. I don't know. I don't know them. But if you stroll up, Sarah did drop the links for me. Thank you, Sarah. I should appreciate you dropping those links, sister. Appreciate you. Anyway, and y'all know my motto. Yeah, this week it did go by fast, Sarah. This week went by fast, baby. It went by real fast. Fast. But anyway, y'all know our motto. How the hell you gonna love somebody and you don't love yourself? I'll be back on Sunday. Peace.